Hello and welcome back to the Satoshi Society YouTube channel. My name is AJ, one of the co-hosts here, and yeah, as I said in yesterday's live stream, it's going to be a little bit different today because I'm not in my usual setup. I'm not in my office at the moment, and yeah, I don't have my two-screen setup, so you're gonna have to bear with me just a little bit. It's going to be a little bit longer to bring up those screens, but initially, I'm coming live a little bit later. Reason being is because nothing was really happening today, and I was waiting for something to happen. I was waiting for the price to have some sort of movement, and we are starting to see that now. And of course, we're gonna look at the charts. We're gonna take a deep dive into the charts and look at what is going on. So I just wanted to wait and see if we could get some price movement today, because I have been expecting some price movement, and that price movement that I've been expecting is towards the downside, and we are actually seeing that. So yeah, please make sure you smash a like on this video if you do enjoy the content that I'm bringing you, and it really helps me out, helps the channel out, and it's free as well. So please make sure you smash a like on the video, and then we can jump straight into the chart. So the first chart that I want to bring up is actually the Bitcoin chart, as always. But we can see that Bitcoin is having a slight pullback now. Now, I do think this is potentially the start of this pullback. Okay, yes, potentially we could have another push towards the upside. Okay, back up to this resistance here, maybe form another sort of divergence there, and then we could have the move down, or we could just see the price pullback from here down to these potential support areas, that I said in yesterday's video, sort of around $18,000. But initially, I do still think that we are going to have that pullback, and I think that pullback has started now. Whether we go straight down, okay, or we go down, have another push towards the upside, and then get another rejection, and then we finally see the price move down, we don't know as of yet. But we will see. But initially, I do think that this pullback has started. So we do just have to be very aware of that. We have other signals telling us that as well. But the signals on the Bitcoin charts are, of course, if you've been following the channel, you will know that we have this massive bearish divergence right here. So lower lows on the price action chart. And then we come to the RSI, and we're seeing higher highs. And the RSI is in very overextended territory, okay, above that 70 level right there. Okay, I've showed you examples previously, even right here, we made it just above that 70 level, but initially coming and looking at the price action chart, we can see that when the price is in that overextended territory, we do tend to see a pullback. And we are in very, very overextended territory right now. So a pullback is needed and is necessary if we want to continue this push towards the upside. However, we may not continue this push towards the upside. This pullback could turn into an even bigger correction. So we do just have to be aware of that. And we have other charts to help us out with that as well. But initially, I do still think this pullback has started. And I think we are going to see the price come down to potentially 18,000, sort of around that first target that I do have. Now, again, we could have another push towards the upside, form a bearish divergence, get rejected from this resistance again, and then pull back there. So, just be aware of that as well. We could have another test and then the rejection. But initially, I think that has started. Now, another reason why I think we're going to have a pullback, and we could potentially have a bigger pullback than we expect, is because of the S&P 500. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the Bitcoin chart and bring up the S&P. As I said, it's not as easy to share my screen at the moment, but let's find S&P. There we go, the ES. Let's bring that up for you. Here we are. So taking a look at that ES. Okay, I explained this yesterday. I've explained this, over the course of this week and last week. But what I've been telling you is that over the course of 2022, we've tested this downwards trending white line. Okay, downwards trending trend line throughout 2020. Throughout 2022, okay, and as you can see, we tested it to the dollar there, pretty much to the dollar there, literally to the dollar there, literally to the dollar there, and tested it here, got a wick break above it, but initially still got rejected from it, and then once again, 2 days ago and yesterday, we were testing this resistance once again, and we are now in 2023, so we haven't been above this line in over a year. Okay, so this is a very, very important trend line. And as you can see, we are actually getting a rejection from it, and this is probably why Bitcoin is having its pullback, because we know that Bitcoin does follow the traditional market. So if the traditional market is at heavy resistance, and it is getting a rejection from that, then we are most likely going to see that follow in or feed into the crypto market. So yeah, the S&P is pulling back from this, the ES, sorry, is pulling back from this resistance level here, which obviously is not going to be good for Bitcoin at all. We would have liked to see the ES break above this in order for us to see Bitcoin to continue this push towards the upside. However, because we're getting this rejection, then it's looking more likely that Bitcoin is going to have a pullback as well. But where can this ES go to? Well, the first levels that I would potentially be looking at is the daily level. So we do have a daily level, which we have used as really, really nice support here, resistance here, really nice support here, and really nice resistance there as well. So this is the next level that I would be looking at the ES coming to. So that's $3,923 approximately. And yeah, that's going to be that next level that I expect. That's a daily level. And as you can see, it's been very well respected as well. Okay, so this is the next level that I'm expecting the price to come down to. If it can hold this and come and retest this resistance here and potentially break that, then that, of course, is going to be very good for Bitcoin. However, if it breaks this, okay, uses it as resistance and gets a rejection, then we are most likely going to see Bitcoin have an even bigger correction. So we're going to use this chart to help us predict if Bitcoin is going to continue this rally towards the upside after we have this slight pullback, or is this slight pullback going to turn into a bigger correction? Okay, so this chart is going to really, really help us out with that. But right now, getting a rejection from this resistance, which of course is not good for Bitcoin, and that's why we are most likely going to see Bitcoin pull back as well. And for me, we're getting rejected here. We're most likely going to get rejected today. By the end of today, we've got 5 hours left of this daily candle. Most likely going to get rejected. So Bitcoin is probably going to continue that push towards the downside. As I said, on Bitcoin, we could have another retest of the resistance and then pull back, forming a bearish divergence. But yeah, as of right now, that pullback has started for me. And another chart that I would like to bring up as well, let me just bring that up, is the DXY. So let's take a quick look at the DXY as well. So I'll bring that up for you right here. Is it going to want to work? Here we go. Here's the DXY. Okay, so looking at the DXY, I will go through the comments as well, but I've only got one screen where I am at the moment, so I can only look at one thing at a time. But yeah, looking at the DXY, okay, I told you in yesterday's video, if we were to break below this major support level here, that's going to be great for Bitcoin. That's great news for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin and the DXY are inversely correlated once again. Over Christmas, New Year, they weren't really inversely correlated because we saw, just before, because we saw the DXY go down, but we also saw Bitcoin go down as well. And what we usually see is that they're very inversely correlated. So when Bitcoin goes up, DXY goes down. If the DXY goes up, then Bitcoin goes down. So I wasn't really looking at the DXY as such, but now I am, because they are once again correlated. Okay, we've seen the DXY pull back from a major level here. We've seen Bitcoin push towards the upside. So they are back once again inversely correlated. And what we're seeing here is that the DXY is testing support right here. Why is that support? Well, it's been a major level right here. Okay, we used it this level is nice support here. So as you can see, we are going to use this as support this time around. And as you can see, we are holding this level. Okay, we are holding this level. We've had a little wick within this area, but we are, having a little bounce towards the upside. And if the DXY is going to hold this support level, then we are most likely going to see the ES, okay, which is S&P 500 pretty much. And then the Bitcoin, we're going to see them both have another pullback if we do see the DXY push towards the upside. So we've got to be aware of that as well. What we want to see is the DXY break this support to see the ES and Bitcoin have a nice push towards the upside. However, if the DXY is going to hold this and come up to this potential major level here, this resistance here, then we are going to see them have that pullback. So this is another chart that we're going to use to really help us with our Bitcoin analysis as well. So I will keep an eye on this. But yeah, for me, it's still looking very, very bearish for us right now. I know this pump has been really nice. Okay, it's been a really, really nice pump. But we do just have to be aware that there are major levels on other charts that can help us with our Bitcoin TA. And yeah, as you can see, this is a major level right here. And on the ES as well, we do have that major resistance level that we haven't been above in over a year. Okay, we haven't and we've tested it. We've tested it about 5 times over the course of a year, maybe even 6 times. Okay, and we have not managed to break above it, and we're still getting rejected from it right now. Okay, so these levels are what we need to break above in order for Bitcoin to continue that push towards the upside. If we can't break these levels, then Bitcoin is most likely going to have another leg towards the downside, because they're just going to keep getting rejected, and because it's a downwards trending trend line, the price is just going to keep going lower. So we do just have to be very aware of that. But yeah, the price has only just started moving. Bringing up Bitcoin once again, the price has only just started moving. I did want to wait today. Normally I'll go live between 12 and 1 o'clock UK time. But yeah, as I said, I wanted to wait for the price to actually start doing something, because it's been very boring. Well, yesterday, the day before, well, for the past sort of 3 days, it's been very boring. We haven't seen much. But yeah, as I said, looking at as I said in yesterday's video, looking at the 4-hour and the likes of the 8-hour and the 12-hour, we're forming bearish divergences, even local bearish divergences as well. Not even talking about this massive one here, which is playing out right now. We also have this smaller one here. Okay, price action towards the upside, RSI towards the downside. Okay, textbook bearish divergence. Got that on the 8. We got it on the 12-hour, the 8-hour. We got it on the 4-hour as well. Even the 3-hour, it just becomes more clear the smaller the time frame. So yeah, this pullback has started, and yeah, we've got to see how far this pullback can go, and we also have to see how far the pullback is going to go on the ES as well, and how far this potential push towards the upside on the DXY could go as well, for us to sort of establish if this is going to be just a slight pullback, and then we can have another leg towards the upside, or if this slight pullback will turn into a bigger correction. Okay, but right now we just need to wait and see how far down this pullback can go, and then we can reevaluate it from there. But yeah, right now this pullback has started. And yeah, just gonna have to see how it plays out. It is gonna go down, but we could see another retest of this, form maybe another bearish divergence on the daily chart here, and then continue towards the downside. So we do just have to be aware of that potential retest as well. Yeah, I'll go through some of the questions now. Let's have a look. Happy, good to see you back. Hello, AJ. Always good to have you to rely on the latest crypto news. I hear there's a meeting soon. Any info about that? To be honest with you, I haven't heard about any meeting at all. Let me have a quick look on Daily FX. Today, PPI month over month, that's already been out. It's not really going to affect the markets. Retail sales month over month, that's not going to affect the market. Tomorrow, building permits, that's not going to affect the market. And yeah, on the 19th of Jan, we've got building permits again. That's not going to affect the market. I haven't heard. Let me know what meeting that is. I haven't heard of a meeting, to be honest with you. Ben would have let me know and probably covered it as well. Daniel, hello. Joe, hello to you. Crypt Invest, nice to see you back. DOJ announced on crypto in 15 minutes. Okay, I did not know that. I was hoping for slightly higher for Bitcoin. So short entry isn't that great right now. Expecting us to come down to around $18,500. Yeah, that's sort of the same thing that I'm looking at as well, Crippy. The first daily level that's coming in for me is 18,478. 18,461. That's where the first daily level is coming in for me. So yeah, that's going to be sort of where I'm looking at the price, potentially holding support, maybe even a bit lower as well. We've got another horizontal level right here, this horizontal white level, and then another daily level at $17,804 as well. Joe, what? Good luck. Yeah. Sometimes you need a bit of luck in crypto sometimes. Bitcoin bounce at 19.5. Possibly. Let's have a look. I haven't actually added in another daily level. Okay, no, we don't even have another daily level there. So 19.5. Yeah, not really sure what you're looking at there. I don't really see a respected horizontal level there. Yeah, I don't really see a respected level there. But yeah, for me, it would be $18,500. I would expect, possibly to see a bounce from there, or $17,800 around that area would be where I'm looking for a pullback. Joe says, no, I'm guessing 19,000. I'm guessing that's what you are referring to. 19,000. Yeah, possibility, but 18,000, that's the next major level for me, is $18,500 approximately. So that's where I would expect the price to come to first. US Justice Department will announce international cryptocurrency enforcement action. Okay, to be perfectly honest with you, I did not actually know that. I will have to speak to Ben after this and see if he's got anything on that, and see if he's going to do a video on that for you. But yeah, myself, I tend to just look at the technicals. That's, I'm a trader. I'm a day trader slash swing trader. So I tend to just look at the charts. But I will speak to Ben and see if he's got anything on that, and I'll see if he can go live for that. Do you have any good suggestions? Do you have any good suggestions for what to eat for dinner? To be honest, I don't even know what I'm having for dinner. Sushi though. Do love a bit of sushi. um, Anyway, yeah, I think that's all I've got for you today. Bitcoin has just started that pullback. I wanted to come live a little bit later, just because I wanted to wait and see whether we are going to have any sort of movement. And as I expected, we are getting this movement, and this movement is towards the downside. So let's see if this is going to continue. I would like to see this pullback continue, not because I want to see the price go down, but because if this pump is going to continue towards the upside, you need to have these pullbacks. If you don't have these pullbacks, then it is very, very bad. We could have a massive, massive crash. So it's nice to have a push towards the upside, a pullback, and then a push towards the upside and a pullback, rather than just going straight up to 25. That's very, very dangerous. We don't really want to see that. We want to see these nice pullbacks. However, this nice pullback could turn into a bigger correction. So got to be aware of that as well. But anyway, that is everything I've got for you today. As I said, I'll speak to Ben and see if he's got anything on that. I'll message him now. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure you smash a like on this video. It really helps me out, really helps the channel out. I really want to start, growing this channel, and yeah, I just need you to smash that like button. I would really, really appreciate it. It is free, and it really, really helps me out. So please smash that like button, and I can continue to bring the content that I bring you, and I can continue to bring the trades that I bring you as well. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you tomorrow for the next live. As always, if something happens, I will come live though, and talk you through it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and see you later, guys.